first meet a prospect, how do you feel when this person always asks a pricing question first? Well, personally, I felt this question never actually gave me the chance to explain why we were a little different than other studios, why our prices may differ. Don't know about you, but it used to aggravate me a little, maybe a lot. Well, one thing that I was certain, I knew that deep down I never wanted to be the cheapest in town. That has consequences for me and my entire team that we were not able to live with. Now the team includes my family. See, most photographers, they feel that they have to respond immediately to the price question. Therefore they fall victim to the price game because they see it work everywhere. They feel that they have to follow the same pattern. The problem is, once the buyers think that they can pay lower than fair price, it's hard to get them back up to the level where prices are justified. So who's guilty of that? Why even go there? See, the pricing game may work when you're selling products of similar kind. But there is a big difference in the service industry, and photography is exactly in the service industry. Often the end product will have a visual outcome, like wall portraits or albums or wedding albums, or maybe even edited and retouched files in advertising, commercial or industrial uses. But could there be another way to show value other than playing the pricing game? Because nobody really wins there unless your name is Walmart. How would you like to remove yourself from the pricing game? How would you like to learn a word that will consistently increase your chances of landing a new client? And not only you will learn it, you'll learn how to use it forever. Well, it's not totally a secret. I know you've heard the word before, but it's a word that when you put it in the right context, in the right sequence, will make a huge difference because not many photographers know how to use it. Now the word is why. So why is this word so different? Since we all know that 99% of the time the first question a prospect will ask concerns pricing, this question refers to what you can do instead of why this project is so important for this person. See, there's 1,000 photographers out there that can take a picture. Only you can respond in your own specific way with words and images that will correspond to the person's specific needs. See, the word why transfers the conversation into a completely different direction without sounding like you're evading the subject of pricing, which you will address gladly in the proper sequence without sounding like you're applying any pressure. You certainly know how to do that. So let's imagine a common scenario. A client calls on you. Now, I don't care if it's over the phone, a text message, or social media, or the more powerful one is like a face-to-face. Now, you know why she asked a pricing question, don't you? It's her only way to open the conversation. What else could she ask? What kind of camera you use, or what's your preferred lens? What kind of lighting will you be using? The pricing question is your cue to start informing this person how different you are from other photographers because you care about the importance this project has for her. Here's how it goes. Thank you, ma'am, for calling on us today. I certainly want to answer your question with precision. But first, may I ask why this project is so important to you? Or you can ask another question like, why did you call on us today? Now, your prospect may seem surprised at first with this question, so your following statement should be, now the reason why I'm asking this question is to get as much information as possible because I want to come up with an exact estimate for your project. Then you'll have the right information to make the right decision. Does that make sense? Thank you. So why is this so important to you? Now, of course, at this time, you let the person explain. You let her talk. She will give you the reasons. She will also give you all the benefits that she expects to get from her investment. Here's what you have to do. Listen to this advice. This is very important. You need to shut up. and take notes. I'll say it again, shut up and take notes. Now once you get all the details, you want to ask any questions that may have crossed your mind while she was explaining the project. Then you can tell her why you feel this project is of great interest to you. Something like, this sounds like a fantastic project. The last time I did a similar project, like my client and I had so much fun in preparing and producing the images. She felt like I understood exactly what she wanted. Now when she received the final images, now this is where you will fill in with the details of the outcome, of what you experienced. Now make it real, don't lie, no, don't push the envelope. See, the minute you start believing and expressing the reasons why you are a photographer, your speech will sound a lot more authentic. Of course, these words should relate to your contribution in making her project a success. See, all along the conversation, you need to concentrate on her reactions and possible supplementary questions. Then you move to the how you will tackle the project. Now, be aware, don't go into heavy technical language. She may get the impression that you're trying to confuse her. Just stick to the basics and pay attention to her degree of comprehension. In no way do you want to pressure her into making a decision based on a language that's just as confusing. You're not going to make a good impression, a good first impression. So do you see the concept? See, I've used it many, many times over. One thing that I've noticed is that the tone of the conversation became so much friendlier. There was some kind of a trust factor that was set. Now once the how is well understood, then you move to the what she will get as an end product, and eventually the benefits. That's when the full value of your services will be totally understood. That's when you can match the price to the value rendered. Your process and your prices will make more sense. Both of you will be on the same level of comprehension. The next step is to finalize the deal by talking about the financial details, the method of payments, the delivery, and so on and so forth. And to close the sale, you suggest a choice of dates, a couple of choices of dates and time to start the project. Do you get it? Does that sound feasible to you? I want to give you proof that this works, this concept works. Let me ask you one question and see how you react. If I was to ask you why you quit a good paying job to become a photographer, why do you want to make money with your photography? Would you not want an answer that really relates to your wish, to your dream, to your purpose? Money may not be the main reason why you decided to quit your job. It rarely is, particularly in photography, because if you look at statistics, on the average wages for photographers, between $35,000 to $45,000 per year. It's not a recipe to become a millionaire for most. Maybe you got bored. Maybe you were stressed out. Maybe you didn't feel appreciated. Maybe you were not using your full creative potential. You want to be a photographer, and there may be other reasons. But they're not always rational. The reasons are often emotional. They're emotional because they're strong enough for you to invest your life into making your dream come true. When you're forced to just use rational in making a decision, you often find yourself overthinking the project. 9 times out of 10, you just won't go ahead. You will quit. You see, this happens to your prospect as well. If you think it through, reasons to buy, to make a decision, are purely selfish. What's in it for me? And rightly so. Often there's hard-earned money involved. No one wants to throw away money and not get the full value. You, me, your clients, they want a positive returns on our investment. Oh, I know some of you will say, yeah, but Andre, what if the prospect doesn't want to engage in this type of conversation? Well, some people don't want to fulfill a dream or make money or feel emotionally attached to their project. Some people will just base their decision on price alone. These people are simply not your clients. you can get that answer pretty fast in a matter of minutes in a conversation or a text or even an email. You don't want to waste any time. So let's put all these pieces together. To considerably increase your chances of getting new clients and to build strong relationships, lifelong relationships, you need some kind of structure. I know some of you will say that their passion is their biggest asset. It's so visible in their images. Well, the reason why there's such a high probability of failure in our industry, it's because many photographers think that passion will do it all. If you can't articulate the true reasons why and how you do what you do as a photographer, then how will the outside people ever understand, let alone buy what you do? Sinek says, passion needs structure to survive, but for structure to grow, it needs passion. So it's tied in. Finally, the use of the word why will make you a leader. You will create a following of people who will act not because you've swayed them into a buying decision, but because you have motivated them to act to buy. And they will probably refer you to their colleagues and to their friends. So you got why, you got how and what. I know at first I just talked about why. But when you use why and add in the sequence the two more powerful words, it allows the person to rationalize the buying decision because you've provided value. Chances are she'll be willing to pay more, to invest more. You've then created a customer for life. It's been my experience. Now get out there and do it on your own. You've got the recipe. If you like what you've just heard, just click on the link below. It will take you to our YouTube channel. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can grab, put your hand on, and take your business to a much higher level. Enjoy your profession. Enjoy your life.